how'd you transition into that's because it's not like just like a
transition into what I'm doing right now here at Private Talk with Alexis Talks.
No.
Transition into what? Being an adult film star?
Yeah, how'd you transition into that from just like
hot
your
seat? I like
life?
this. See, this makes you feel comfortable. I'll answer some questions from you.
Yeah.
Here at the Private Talk podcast with Alexis Texas, I want everyone to feel comfortable. So I want these questions as much as I give you these questions.
Well,
so
that's what makes it fun.
I agree. So you guys, you listening out there, make sure you subscribe and you like to this channel because we're going to get the real shit from Alexis Texas. Let's go. All right. Yeah. So the transitioning of what it was. For me, I don't think it was a transition. It's something that, like you said, doing the reality stuff, whatever, kind of fell into your lap. It kind of fell into my lap as well. So how I got into the business, for all of you who are fans out there that don't know my background, it was the first time that they did reality porn, per se. So it was a company called Shane's World it was like trying to do girls that had never done scenes before. And I was the prodigy of that movie. So back in the day, because DVD world was really big, movies came, you did a movie and it didn't come out for months later. And also there's so much out there that I was like finding a needle in a haystack. So me being approached, I got approached by these people coming into a bar and they were asking these questions. Long story short, they called me they came into the bar. They asked me like, hey, if you want to do this, call me after you work, blah, 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 blah. They didn't call me. I texted them and I was like, hey, I guess you didn't really want me in your movie anyways, because me being me, I don't like rejection. Didn't really want to be in a movie. I just was like, hey, well, why didn't they call me? Then they called me immediately and was like, oh my God, we didn't think you want to do it. So they're like, if you want to, we'll come around and we'll come and get you right now. So they kept me on the phone knowing that if I got off the phone, I'd be like, hell no, I'm not doing this. So they came and picked me up and still not knowing what I really got myself into, but got in the car. Yeah. This is
incredible.
This sounds so horrible.
This is fucking awesome.
I got into a car.
You gotta be kidding. This is incredible.
So I got into the car, whatever, and we were just kind of talking. And then, so we were looking for a place, and they were kind of basically talking to me like what I was going to do, blah, blah, blah. And for me, at the time, being a college student and, what they were offering me, I was like, man, I could pay a lot of things. And I would have sexual relations with this person anyways, so why not get paid for it? And there's so much porn out there now, like no one's going to know little old me in Texas, never doing anything, so fuck it. So I was, whatever, at this point I was like, I've already gotten in the car. There's no really turning back. There was if I wanted to, they could say no. But there, you know what I mean? So
but
then,
why turn back for what?
Exactly. Go big or go home.
Yeah.
So we proceeded to look for a place to do this scene.
Right.
And so we also realized we didn't have anything. So there was a flea market conveniently there. So they went to the flea market and bought a blanket.
This shit gets better and better like what the fuck? A flea market?
You can't make this shit up.
You can't.
I don't think I've ever said this story. Like I've said it to people, but I don't think I've ever said it anywhere that knows it. But anyway, so yes, the flea market, got a blanket. So then we go down the way, and in Texas, it's flat, so there's a lot of land. So we are driving down the road, and then there's an off road, and they start driving down it, which means there's somebody's land, and people's land, meaning that it's like a ranch or something. So it's like hundreds of acres of land.
Yeah, they don't know.
And they don't really know. So you think or hope.
Right.
So we go down this thing, not really still sure what the hell I'm really doing, but I'm like, let's go. So anyways, I'm doing this. So we go under this big oak tree, and they put the blanket down. We start, and this is, mind you, the first time I've ever had someone watch me, film me, have sex. No one ever filmed me at the time that I had sex with, but watching me. And so it was kind of like, so the first time I remember I was like covering my chest, like I didn't want anybody to look at me, but I didn't really know because you didn't know what's going on. And at the same time doing that, looking around, being like, someone's going to come out and shoot us with a shotgun because we're on somebody's land. And in Texas, people can fucking conceal and carry.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't fuck around, especially if you're trespassing. So I'm like, man, what did I get myself into? Anyways, that didn't happen. Thank the baby Jesus. And so we did the scene, and then we went back, and then I started. So anyways, so they left. I continued a relationship with the guy that I did the scene with, and never thinking I'd ever do a scene again. He hit me up a couple months later and was like, hey, a company called Bang Bros wants to shoot you. Would you come out there and shoot with me? I don't know who Bang Bros is, and at that time, I don't think anybody knows who Bang Bros is. So I was like, okay, if I go out there with you, I'll do it. So I went out there, did the whole thing with him. And I was like, man, I really like this. So it was just like, I didn't know what it was, but when it came into the whole thing, it was like, I liked it. And for me, I was very open, always open about my sexuality. And for me, I think I express myself as like it's an art. And I feel like I was never afraid of my sexuality. So for me, it's how I expressed myself in a comfortable, respectful, and comfortable environment. So for me, the more that it evolved in the business is why I feel like it made me who I am today, and a woman not only owning my sexuality, but just experiencing things that I probably wouldn't have at certain times if I wasn't allowed to, or like given the opportunity in the business that I was in.